Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to our Saturday morning mindfulness meditation session. Wonderful to be here with you all again. And so find your comfortable place in a seated position. And as you do that, sorry, just having a bit of a struggle here, greet your breath. And as you greet your breath, just begin to notice every in-breath and every out-breath. Soften your shoulders and let it fall, and soften your belly. And give your entire being permission just to soften into the support of the chair. Notice how your breath moves in through your nostrils and how your breath leaves your body. And today I invite you to bring your entire being into your own awareness. And what we'll do this morning, we'll take 5 beautiful breaths, like strong inhales and exhales through the mouth, inhales through the nose. So nice, let's begin. Inhale and exhale. Soften. Inhale. Exhale. Let go. Inhale. Let go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So for the last few sessions, we focused on happiness, and we also focused on the ingredients of happiness, which is satisfaction, joy or joyfulness, and meaning. So in today's meditation, we are going to focus on meaning and meditation. So as we sit today together, we are going to focus on the meaning of our lives. It is said that meaning in life is the subjective feeling that your existence has a purpose. For example, goals, that your existence have significance, which means values, and that your existence have coherence, which means making sense. So the sages teach, rather than just a single universal answer, it is a personal sense that your life matters, that you are here for a reason, and that we find through relationships with ourselves, relationships with family, and relationships with other human beings, contributing to others and pursuing intrinsically rewarding experiences. So let's sit with that as we notice every in-breath and every out-breath, as we notice every long breath and every short breath, and every breath. Meaning and meditation, it is said that the two, that they are really deeply connected. and they act as complementary forces to help us to navigate life, to foster self-awareness, and to find that purpose in life. And I always used to tell my relatives, which is people that I worked with in therapy, to have a purpose in life. Because if we do not have a purpose, we don't have anything, really. Meditation, in meditation, as we sit quietly with ourselves, we learn to uncover the meaning of life, or the meaning of our lives, as we cultivate more self-awareness, as we connect more with our embodiment, as we grow and as we begin to figure out who we are, not what we were told we are, but what we know we are. So let's sit with that as we notice every in-breath and every out-breath, every long breath and every short breath, every breath. As we sit quietly and contemplate on that existential question, who am I? Why was I created? And why am I on this earth? And maybe we don't have that answer right away, but it's a beautiful process to embrace and to walk with and to know that there is meaning in this life and that we matter. My mom told me I was about 2.5, 3 years old, and I started uttering the words, ek is gebore om my medemens te help. I was born to help humanity. And she said, you never swayed away from that idea, because very soon after that, you kept on saying, you're going to be a nurse so that you can help people heal. And have I done that? Indeed, I have. I am still doing it. Maybe not so much in nursing, but in teaching, in connecting, teaching meditation and yoga. I am a helper and a healer. And I'll always be a helper and a healer. And that is my identity. That's who I am. I can't be anything else. And it's a beautiful thing to know why we are here and that our lives have meaning. So let's sit with that as we notice every in-breath, every out-breath, every long breath, every short breath, every breath. And let's take that in as we notice our entire embodiment, as we notice and see ourselves inside and out. So let's take that last few breaths. Slowly and gently begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and bringing new life into them, and just do that vagus nerve exercise, going all the way over to the right and all the way over to the left and back to center. So thank you everyone for sharing your beautiful practice and your energy with me and everyone else here today. It's always an honor. Have a beautiful rest of this glorious day and take all of this with you and apply it to your day-to-day life. So namaste, the divine in me. I honor the divine in you all. Always. Aho.